let's talk about the game mode for 1 second, because I would like to make that a Zath Chat and help players out. So, real quick, because I don't have a lot of time, I do want to talk about the Tokyo Express game mode right now. There's the event going on right now in the name of tomorrow, okay? And in order to progress the event, you have to earn stars, okay, from playing through the missions. By the way, if anybody wants to join me, I will do one battle to talk through it, so you can message me in game, and we'll get it in, okay? So anyways, as you progress, you unlock different parts, which is kind of fun. They have little stories about, in this case, killing Yamamoto. That was a P-38 lightning strike. They've got some videos and all kinds of fun pictures. It's really worth taking a look at. Now, if you work your way up through this, there's a lot to read here. I know a lot of people don't like to read. But if you work your way through this, you also unlock things like a special camouflage, right, for the Iowa. You unlock the ability to buy the Missouri, and then you also get the San Diego for free, the Tier 8 American cruiser. And if you already have the San Diego, you get doubloons for it. So that's really handy because you can turn those doubloons, if you already have San Diego. What I would do personally is I would turn those doubloons either into the Laffy, if you don't have the Laffy yet, or whatever, or maybe I turn them into Santa crates when it comes time. Thoughts on the unlock was for the camo for Missouri. I thought you unlocked the ability to buy the Missouri, but somebody else can correct me if I'm wrong. If Joey's here, Joey probably knows, because Joey knows all that stuff.
It's both. It's both. You unlock the ability to buy Missouri and the ability to buy a new camo for it.
There we go. Thank you very much. Now, if you go to the event missions here, you've got the Grand Voyage, whatever, and these all work under these scenarios. So you can kind of double dip, if you will, and play one of the games and make it work. Now, I had taken some notes. Let me look at those real quick. I do want to talk briefly about ships that are suggested, okay? But the operation is definitely worth doing. If you missed the Arctic Convoy, don't worry. In the final month of the patch, I believe it's every week they're going to have a different one of the operations. This is true. The dockyard does not work with those missions, so you kind of have to decide. You know, whatever. Sun Heaven, thank you for the follow. I will say it like this though. For the most part, we're still kind of early-ish on the dockyard. You can catch up. So for ships, the recommended ships, in my opinion, I would recommend the Cleveland. Cleveland is fantastic. The rental Cleveland.
How contrary, the dockyard missions do have those listed.
Oh, do they? Okay. I'm trusting you guys, chat. If I go to dockyard, let's take a look. Yes. Yes. Only the bottom one here doesn't work. Yeah, you can do all of these in dockyard missions. Maybe at the end. Nope, you can still do those on the last in Group 7. So thank you for the correction of note.
Yep.
So ships that are recommended. Cleveland is like OP, like the best ship to take in this mode. You want the ability to shoot destroyers and cruisers, and then at the end you end up having to deal with a Musashi, which has better damage and reload characteristics or something along those lines. So Cleveland is really good. You all get a rental Cleveland, and I will highlight this because of the fact that a lot of people forget. Where's my Cleveland? I'm blind here. There we go. The rental Cleveland is considered a premium ship. So what that means is you can put any captain you want in as commander. So if you have American commanders that you're trying to grind up, put them on the rental Cleveland and grind them up while you're doing the operation. It works really well. There's some good synergy there. If you are a battleship main, the Massachusetts is almost like an easy mode. It's almost like a cheat code for this. So you definitely want to take a look at the Massachusetts, go full secondaries, and just enjoy. Carrier-wise, there's the Hornet, is probably the best. I've played Enterprise, I've played Saipan. I wouldn't play either of those. Hornet's good. Lexington is probably good too because of the HE dive bombers. So that's the quick rundown of ships I'd recommend. I've seen people playing other ships and doing okay with them. But, you know, if you want to experiment and find a ship that works for you, fine. If you just want to get in and grind, baby grind, well, I just told you what you can do, okay? You can also play tier 7. So I've seen some players grinding out their tech trees in this mode at tier 7. Perfectly fine. M-Note, who's in voice chat, loved playing Helena on Friday. CVs that are effective on destroyers and cruisers are optimal. Exactly, and that's why the HE dive bombers on Lexington are good. The reason Hornet is good is because of the, you know, the B-25 drop. What are you going to take, M-Note?
I'm actually going to take the Cleveland for this one.
Okay.
I figure, you know, since you mentioned it, I might as well take it, showcase what it can do.
That's fine. I think what I'll do is I'll take the Massachusetts because it gives me the chance to talk through things and still have my secondaries going off on whatnot. So let's take a look here. All right, we're going to get into the battle. You've had a lot of luck with West Virginia 44. I played that on Friday as well. If you're going to play a slower battleship, what you really want to do is go, like, if you look at my mouse cursor, you have to, like, W 4 times to this corner, and that's it. You're not going to any other part of the map. Turn down game volume.
That is one thing also to consider. There are some sounds in this game mode that can be quite aggravating.
Yeah, so I'm just going to turn them off. So this battle is a night battle. It takes place at night, as you can see. And the reason why the Massachusetts is a great ship in this one is because the secondaries reach really far. Gambia is a good one. I've seen people doing and any of the ships with the crawling smoke, the Auckland, whatnot. You can do that. You can absolutely do that. There's nothing wrong with it. But like I said, if you're trying to get through this as quickly as possible, go for it. Yeah, Warco, I did Constellation too. Now, in order to get stars to progress yourself along the stuff I was telling you about, because that's what you really want, you of course have to win the battle, right? That's kind of a duh. But if you go and hit the tab key and then hold and then click on missions, you hold down tab and click on missions, you'll see your secondary tasks. The first one here that's really difficult is, and one ship has to remain outside the illuminated areas at all times. The illuminated areas on the map are, as you can see. So we've got this area, this area, this area, this area. Now that doesn't seem like a big deal. The problem is that as ships die, they become illuminated. So when the ships blow up, if you're really close to them, all of a sudden you're detected. And that's a little challenging. No, yeah, they're not doing the credit printing camo. I don't think they're ever gonna have that part back out again. So the reason Clevelands again are very handy is because really good DPM, pretty darn good damage against lower tier targets. You can see I'm shooting an Isakaze right here. Right? There are some transport ships like this Mutsuki. These transport ships do not move. Now, some other things that some players like to do is they like to also, and I shoot over this, it doesn't matter. Some players also like to turn the gamma up in order to see better, easier through the nighttime shots. That's fine. Some people like to turn fog down. I think it's fog. Transports don't give or fire back. Correct. Now you can see one of the transports died. There is a buff here. If you're playing in a very close range boat, pick the buff up. It's a heal and it is massive. It can be absolutely massive. Turn your gamma up to 1.3. I just leave it as is because I think this game's beautiful and I'm running on a 4K OLED monitor. So for me, I'm pretty happy with watching things play out, right? There's some forts to deal with as well. See, there's another heal to pick up. So we've got one heal going already. And at least one ship needs to stay out. Now take a look at the mini map. I am dangerously close to like just sailing right in to that spotted area. So you do have to like really consider where you're going and watch the mini map. Some of you watching are using LCD screens. There you go. It's Akuma, it's Akuma. Now, as you can see here, destroy enemy ships while they are outside illumination, destroy 3 coastal guns, and we are down to 5 ships. It started with 7, but 2 ships have already gotten spotted in the lighting. That's why I'm stopping here. Now, if you really want an easy way to get that not being spotted thing, you play a carrier, like the Hornet, like I mentioned, and the Hornet, you know, chances are you're not going to play your carrier really far up close to the point where you can get away with, you know, slightly better positioning. San Diego did not go for the heal, which is unfortunate because he needs it more than anybody right now. But this is a relatively relaxing mode if you're playing a boat like the Massachusetts. Like you see, I'm in the middle of the map. I'm talking through this and I'm doing a terrible job because I've got the sound muted and I'm trying to explain things. So I'm not exactly, you know, paying the most attention to the game. And I'm still doing okay, you know? Oof, that was close, no.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Hornet's a good carrier. Especially when you get to the Musashi at the end, you've got this big bad tier 9 battleship that you need to somehow dispatch. So if you can drop the, you know, like the Hornet bombers on it and stuff, it comes in very handy. All right, I can actually go pick up the heal now because there's nothing here. The lighting is gone. The flare, whatever. Massa saved your main guns to shoot cruisers. Let secondaries kill destroyers. Yeah, you can do that. Sure. I'm a simple man. I see something, I shoot it, you know? While we have a moment, I'm going to post this to YouTube, of course. So if there's anything I missed about this or you've got questions about, please feel free to ask. Those of you that are in Twitch chat, same thing for you too. Go ahead, Nope.
One thing to remember is that the Musashi will send a flare at the ship that is closest to it. So if you're the only ship that hasn't been spotted, don't be the closest ship to the Musashi.
Yep. That was something I was going to mention in a little bit. So anytime you're in the area of a flare, the game gets really loud and obnoxious. So that's why we've turned the volume down all the way. It's probably the ambient noise. And if I had more time, I could, you know, figure out whatever, but
wow, I lagged really hard, like nothing was happening.
Yeah, you did. And you lagged again.
Died.
Oh, you're dead. Oh well. Now, there is no like side mission to keep people alive necessarily. But if you, and especially in a battleship, oh, Musashi's in. You see that? Cleveland just died. So the Musashi's coming in. And that's going to be our focus. How are we doing on numbers? See, now we're at 3. But the thing is that if you get too close to the Musashi, there's usually a task with the Musashi too. 3 minutes and 30 seconds we have to kill that Musashi. It's now finally showing up on the edge of the minimap. It's on the 1 line. And yes, there have been times where I couldn't see it, and I'm like, where is it? So I know what to... Ooh, nice hit. What to target and everything. This is not a mode where you just go and kill all the ships, by the way. So you be judicial about where you're positioning, where you're aiming, all that good stuff.
Now, the kill in 4 minutes thing is not the only mission you can have with the Musashi, though.
Correct. There's another one that says you have to stay at least 5 kilometers away from the Musashi. So when the Musashi spawns, take a look and see what the missions are. Now, I'm worried that I might be spotted here, so I'm actually going to back up so that the Musashi is hopefully going to put, you can see all the flares right over here on top of the North Carolina Montpelier. I'm hoping that if I back up, Musashi will put the flares on the North Carolina. Yeah, okay, good. Musashi's going that way. So we're probably okay, but I'm going to keep backing up just to be safe. Put the plane up for extra spotting. Loved it, lovely. Yeah, it's great, Meodathi, for tier 7 leveling. And, you know, it's okay if you don't get all 5 stars. Please do not feel like you need to get all 5 stars for this mode. If you don't, you just play the game some more. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You do have to watch out for torpedoes. Some tips on fighting the Musashi, by the way, since I've done this game mode quite a bit. One of the things is, if you're in a cruiser like this Cleveland in front of me, you can absolutely go charge the Musashi. You get him on fire. If you get him on the broadside, switch to AP, and AP the upper belt or the bow and stern. The Musashi will just absolutely melt if you do that. I'm taking a look at the mini map to make sure that I'm not backing into something. What did I have on? Yes, the 5th stars vary are RNG dependent. How many citadels did I get against the Musashi on Friday that one time? Like 7?
It
was
was
like 7.
6 or 7
Yeah. So,
in
you
a
know,
single salvo.
yeah. Okay, there we go. But yeah, if you don't like this game mode, if you struggle with this game mode and it's just not fun for you, keep in mind you can also wait and play the other game modes too. When Arctic Convoy comes back again, or if you wanted to do the other one, the 3rd one that's coming up soon. If you get killed by Musashi, you lose a star? I have not heard about that. Is that really a thing?
Not to my knowledge.
How are we doing on kill? 6 seconds. We're not going to get it, but we're going to barely miss it. You can division in this, and you can have up to 6 fellow players in a division. And honestly, that's the best way to play this. Now, because this guy got blown up, I'm inside the flare. So now there's only one ship that has not been spotted. This is the hard part about it, because as soon as that ship blows up, that's the end of it. And these destroyers just charge you relentlessly. This mission hasn't finished yet because we haven't destroyed all the transports yet. We have 2 transport possible locations, one there and one there. And we have 2 more to kill. So that's basically, there's 1 at each. They will not spawn. These destroyers will not spawn from planes or from radar. You have to spot it the old-fashioned way by just driving up to it with a ship. Montpelier might end up costing us that star if he's the one.
No,
At this
it's
point,
the Cleveland.
is it? Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna just go straight in then.
I was thinking, I think that the radar does spot them, but planes don't.
Well, the Kagro just got spotted by radar there, but I'm surprised it didn't spot the other. Maybe it's got reduced radar range or something?
Cleveland is 9.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm looking at the mini map and his radar covers that other spawn point. So it seems a little odd. It is short range. Okay. So there you have it. As you can see, there's a lot to this this operation, and hard to keep it all straight. So if the Cleveland is the only thing left, we might actually lose that star as soon as he kills this Kagero.
No, he's far enough away.
Yeah, okay. Victory. There's min spotting range for transports. You have to be that close a spot. Gotcha. And that's so that, you know, carriers don't just go and find everything and blow them up. Which is unfortunate because that would be nice. So anyway, so relatively easy operation. M-Note unfortunately lagged out and died over on the flank, but I just sailed through the middle casually, you know, whatever. 8 kills, came in 3rd place. Not too bad. Not too bad. So you get those stars. And then, like I said, those stars, then you go check out In the Name of Tomorrow here. And then up here, it kind of tells you, you can't see it so much because of the chat HUD right now. But basically, as you progress, it tells you there. If you finish a chapter early, you can see I can't go to chapter 3 yet. But if you finish it early, you can get additional stars to get, whatever these containers are called, common bonuses. You despise operations usually, but you've been enjoying it. It's a fun operation. So, you know, give it a shot if you want. Try it out. If you got friends, hang out with them. Go play a tech tree ship or whatever you want to do. And that's about it for the battle. So, thanks very much for watching. And again, if you guys have questions or comments, please feel free to share. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff that YouTube people say. And I'm going to turn my volume back up now.